when you're painting, what is suggested is to stretch your watercolour paper. I've talked to you about the materials. This is the paper, and this is just a piece of MDF board, which is obviously slightly bigger. It's been used many times, as you can see. To stretch a piece of paper, you might wonder, well, what's that about and why am I doing that? It's just to stop your paper from cockling as it dries. You know the sort of thing when your kids bring things home from school and you stick it on the fridge and it's all wavy. This will stop that, so that when you paint on it, you're painting on a flat surface the whole time, and you keep it stretched until you've finished your picture. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. So you'll need your paper, your board, and you need the old-fashioned parcel tape, not the plastic, not this stuff, but the paper stuff. So you need to tear yourself 4 pieces, which are the right length. Too long and too short, like that. Now the way I wet these, I just turn the tap on and then I just dribble it quite quickly, and then use these 2 fingers like you would a squeegee, and then just line them up somewhere. So you do that for each one. Otherwise you can get them too wet. You do all 4, and you have to do it in this order, because once you wet your paper, you need to be ready and you need to be quite speedy. You will also need a tea towel, okay? Then if your paper's not too big, you can just run it under the tap. If it's much bigger, then you would need to put it in the bath. And I just run the paper under the water on both sides. You can just fill the sink and just run it through there, or just soak it in there, but I just find this is quite easy, just to run it underneath. Now you have to be quick now, because the paper is expanding, and as it begins to dry, it'll contract, but it won't contract flat, and it will all twist. So I tend to, at that point, just get a clean towel of some description and just take the surplus water out, and then quickly put the tapes on. Now don't just touch it. You need a good, half an inch or a centimetre, depends if you're working imperial or not, so that you've covered your paper well, okay? Because the paper's very strong, and if you don't cover it enough, it will pull it off. And you do that quite quickly. And if the telephone were to ring now, or somebody were to knock on the door, you'd have to ignore them. Speed is of the essence. Flatten it, and just do this again. And then as it begins to contract, as it dries, it can't move anywhere because it's taped. So you need to let that dry flat. It's important you do that. If you do that, then any moisture that there is in this paper will collect at the bottom and pull this tape off. So it needs to be dried flat, not in direct sunlight, preferably overnight, but until you can tell it's dried. Sometimes you will get I can see a little bubble forming here. That's fine, don't worry about it. It will dry flat, I promise.